In this video, I'm going to help you start to create your budget for your market day stall that's coming up in a few weeks' time. As you can see here, I've got an example market day stall called Harry's Hot Food. And basically, Harry's going to be selling cans of Coke, sausage rolls and pies on market day. With those pies and sausage rolls, he's also going to be handing out some free tomato sauce and napkins. Okay, so as you can see here, we just need to make a list of what we're buying, how much it actually costs to buy. The quantity is how many of each item we need to buy, and then we're going to work out a total price. Remember that you've got $50 to spend. You can't go over that $50. Okay, so make sure you stick within the budget you've been given. So to get started today, we will be making a brand new spreadsheet. As I go through this tutorial, I'll be making Harry's Hot Food spreadsheet. What you need to do is just replace whatever Harry's got here with the items that you'll be selling on market day. So you've got your very own spreadsheet. Alrighty, so to get started, what we're going to do is make a brand new worksheet, workbook, and I'm going to start in cell number B2. I'm just going to scroll while holding down Control on my keyboard to zoom in a little bit. And in cell B2, I just want you to write the heading for your spreadsheet. So write the name of your stall. I'm going to write Harry's Hot Food, put a dash, and write budget. Beneath that, we're just going to write in the subheadings that we need for our spreadsheet. So I want you to write in item purchased. So this is the item we're going to be buying from the shops, such as Coles. Now you'll see that this doesn't quite fit in column B. So what I want you to do is just move your mouse up and hover between columns B and C. And when your mouse cursor changes, you're able to pick up that line and just drag it out so it's a bit bigger, that column, so the text fits inside of it. Come across to the next column now, and I want you to write in cell C3, cost per item. Okay, and again you'll have to resize the column, just make it a bit bigger. In D, I want you to write quantity, so how much of each item we're going to buy, and in the final column just write total for me. So that's going to be the total cost. Now we could make this look a little bit better to start with. So first of all, up the top here, this big heading. I'm going to highlight from cell B2 all the way across to E2. And I'm going to go up the top and click Merge and Center. That simply joins those four cells together into one big cell and centers the text inside of it. You can make that text bold and make it a bit bigger if you would like. Okay, and if you want, give it a colored background as well. For the subheadings down here, I want you to highlight all four of them at once. We're going to make them bold. We're going to center align them, so that's these two buttons here. And we'll give it a fill color as well. Okay, I might go with a yellow kind of color. And if you want, you can highlight all of those cells and just stick a border around them. So go to that little window and choose all borders. Okay, so that's the start of our spreadsheet table. That's looking pretty good. So to start populating this spreadsheet with some data, we might start with this left-hand side of the table where we've got item purchased. Okay, we need to write down what we want to buy from the shops to be sold at our market day stall. So the first item I want to sell is some cans of Coke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Coles website, so I know I can get everything I need from Coles, and I'm going to do a search. Okay, and you can work out if you want to buy a 30-pack of Coke, 10-pack of Coke, individual cans. It's up to you. I've chosen a 10-pack of Diet Coke to sell. Alrighty. And they're going to be sold for $6.90 a packet. Alright. So that's a special. So I have to be careful that when I go to buy these, that the special is still running. If the special's not running, that's going to cost an extra $8.28. Okay, so be careful of any specials that Coles has on. Alright, so the item purchased is going to be a 10-pack of Diet Coke. I'll just resize that column so it's a bit bigger. The cost per item, as I said here, is $6.90. The quantity I want to buy, so how many cartons of Coke do you want to buy? 10 cans probably isn't enough, so I'm going to go 2 cartons. So I might go 2 for my quantity, and I'm going to come back and do the total a bit later on. I'm going to use a formula to do that, so I'll come back to it. The second item that I'd like to buy is some sausage rolls. Okay, so I've done a search on Coles and I've come up with the Coles brand 24 party sausage rolls. Okay, so I'm just going to write Coles, box of party sausage, oops, let's spell that right, sausage rolls, and in brackets I'll write 24 pack. Now I'm definitely going to have to resize that column again to fit all of that in. The price is $5. That's an easy one. $5. Quantity 24. Party sausage rolls again. It's probably not going to be enough, so I'm going to put in 2 for the quantity. Coming down to the next line here, I want to put in some pies now. So let's look up frozen pies. We'll end up with some Coles beef pies. It's a 4-pack. So alright, Coles frozen pies. Actually, it's beef pies. In brackets, it's a 4-pack. Price is $3.80, so write in $3.80. And 4 is obviously not going to be enough. I reckon we could sell about 20 pies, so let's put in 5 for our quantity. So we'll get 5 packets of 4, which will equal 20 pies in total. The next thing we're going to need is just some tomato sauce. I've found some Coles brand tomato sauce. So that's right, Coles squeezy tomato sauce. It's going to be sold for $1.50. Oops. And the quantity, I'm going to put 2 down. Okay. Finally, we just want some serviettes or napkins. Okay, so I've done a search and we've got Coles 100 white serviettes. I'll just write Coles serviettes 100 pack. And they're going for 95 cents each. So we'll put in 0.95 for that one. And we're not going to sell more than 100 items, so we'll just put in 1 for the quantity. Alright, next thing I want to do before I do this total is just format the cost per item column here. Okay, I want it to look a little bit neater, so I'm just going to highlight all of those numbers and I'm going to change it to accounting format. Okay, so up here you've got the dollar sign. If you hover over it, it says accounting number format. So just press the dollar sign and that puts it into accounting number format for us. It makes it look a little bit neater. The quantities here, I might just center align those as well. Now we can do our totals. Okay, so if we want to buy a 10 packet of Diet Coke for $6.90 and we want 2 of those, we obviously have to times these 2 numbers together. The $6.90 times 2. So to use a formula, I want to write equals, click on the cost per item, put in an asterisk, which is the multiply symbol, and then click on the quantity. So it's equals C4 times D4. That's our formula. When we press enter, we get a total. Just do that all the way down. So equals, for this one it's $5 times 2. And we get $10. This one's equals $3.80 times 5. So it's equals C6 times D6. That's our formula just there. We press enter. Next one is equals $1.50 times 2 and equals 95 cents times 1. Now we've got the total costs for each item that we plan on buying for our market day stall. Okay, you must use formulas for this column or you'll be sent back to do it again. So make sure you use formulas for that column. Now we've got one more row to put in down here. And I want you to write in capital letters. It's just going to say total expenses. And over here, I want you to put in a grand total of everything that you're buying. So we need to add all of these numbers together. So to do that, we just write equals, write the word sum, open up a bracket and highlight all of those totals. Close your bracket and you should have equals sum E4 to E8. Press enter and you get a total. Okay, and you can see it's within the $50 budget. If yours has gone over $50, then you're going to need to adjust the quantity of some items, or you might need to go back and find a cheaper item. Alright, if you've got a lot of money left over, maybe you could add more of some item, or you could go and find a more luxurious brand rather than just a Coles brand. Okay, so that's how our budget is going to look. Now we just need to tidy up now and make it look a little bit neater. So I'm just going to highlight this bottom section of the table and put in all borders. I'm also going to highlight every single row here, highlighting from the number 2 down to the number 9, and I'm going to right click anywhere in this green section on the left hand side and just select row height. I'm going to put in 30 for the row height and press OK. That just spaces it out a little bit. May need to zoom out a bit to see that. It's a little bit easier to read once it's spaced out. Okay. The last thing I might do, I'm just going to highlight this total expenses row here, and I'm going to put it in bold text. I'm going to put the light blue color in the background, and I'm just going to go back to my borders here and just put a bottom double border on. Okay, just adds 2 skinny borders there along that bottom row. Alrighty, so once you've got that, I think that is the first part of your budget done. Okay, you've worked out how much you're able to spend at Coles. Alrighty, one thing I might also do is just highlight all that text there and just choose this center option here. That just centers all the text in the middle of each cell. Alright, so that looks good. If you want, you can put a little asterisk over here on any items that you'll be selling for, or just giving away for free. So in this case, I'm just going to write the word note. And I'll write tomato sauce will be given away free with each order of hot food. So that's the pies or the sausage rolls. On the next line, I'll put another note, and I'll write serviettes will be given away for free with each order of hot food. So basically repeating what I just wrote. So each time somebody orders a pie or a sausage roll, they're going to get a serviette for free and some tomato sauce splashed on their items for free if they would like it. Alrighty, so that is all that we need to do for this first part of the budget. I want you to save what you've got. Okay, make sure you browse for your TLC folder and save it in there somewhere. Give it the name. Actually, we might call it Market Day Budget. I'm just going to save mine on my desktop, but make sure you go into your documents and save it. Click the save button and you are done for the first part of your budget. We will be coming back in a second video to have a look at how to finish this off for the second part of the budget. And I'll catch you in that video.